I can't buy it. I won't.
It's the only thing that makes any sense.
No, Cass, it makes no sense. How could Christy possibly have helped Douglas end his life when she couldn't even stick to the living will?
That was then. Look, I know how hard it is for you to hear this, but maybe falling for me changed Christy.
Nobody could change that much. You can't make me believe it.
How many times have you asked me to trust your instincts?
If what you're saying is true, how come I haven't had any feelings about it in all this time?
Because you're too close to Christy. I'm asking you to trust my instincts now.
Cass, trust you, and then what?
Thank you.
What's that for?
I have to get back into Christy's house.
What are you going to do? Call her up and invite yourself over?
No. I can't get in unless she's out of there. I've got to come up with some kind of a clue to prove what I'm suspecting.
But we can't go back there. Billy already caught me there once.
Not we. I'm going alone. And what you have to do is even tougher. You're going to have to get her out of there tonight.
Oh, I hate this.
I do too. But it's got to be done. And more importantly, even with your doubts, you can't let on to Christy what we suspect.
Oh, no, not we, honey. I don't know what I think or feel about this anymore, except horrible.
Please call her.
How are you going to get back into the house without my PI skills?
Oh, I've had a little experience in my day also. You don't mind that I borrow your toolkit?
What happened to your fear of disbarment?
I love you. I'll do anything for you. That's my girl.
Hello.
Christy, it's me.
Oh, Mary Frances. I've been sitting on top of the phone since you got out of jail. What's going on? I didn't know whether to call or what, you know.
We need to talk. Can you come over to the house?
Is everything all right?
I need to see you tonight.
Say no more. I'll be right over. Bye.
Okay. You go do your thing if you have to. But I hope and pray to God you don't come up with anything.
Oh, Mary Frances, what is it? I got here as quickly as I could.
Thank you, Christy.
Where's Cass?
He's out.
It's awfully late.
We need to talk without him.
Well, whatever you want. Husbands and wives don't have to share everything.
Christy, I need to know from you how you could have run away to New York just when I needed you the most.
Mary Frances, you're right. I was a coward. I got confused. I just had to get away.
Do you know how that looked to the police?
I wasn't thinking.
How many times now haven't you thought and done something that made me look guilty as sin? Whatever happened to friendship, Christy? How did we get here?
Mary Frances, I don't know what you're talking about.
I want the truth. Are you in love with Cass?
I'm with you, you take me away to another world.
You don't seem surprised by the question.
Well, no, I think I know exactly what happened here. It's that psychic thing you have.
Excuse me?
You're picking up these garbled messages. I mean, here's your strong, sensitive fiancé who's doing a wonderful job of comforting your bereaved best
What
friend.
exactly is it you're saying here, Christy?
That you could be picking up these feelings and misunderstand.
What is it I'm misunderstanding?
Well, now, wait a minute. Do you think that something happened between us when Cass came to New York?
Did it?
No. Did he say it did?
No.
Well, I don't see how he possibly could have.
All he said was that you had a plan to save me.
Well, see there. That's why I asked him to rush down to New York. And then he had to talk me out of it because it was so stupid.
His forging a suicide note, I would say so.
Oh, Mary Frances, you have to believe me. You were foremost in my mind. And I don't want you to have a doubt in your heart. No matter what they're accusing you of, I stand behind you.
Oh, until they cart me off to jail.
Oh, but they won't do that. How could you think such a thing?
Terrible things happen, Christy.
Yes, but not to my friends. Look, I'm sorry if my neediness was misinterpreted. And the idea that you could be jealous of me just breaks my heart. That will never happen again. Look, I'm glad we had this talk and cleared everything up. And I mean, you've got so much at stake right now. Thank God you don't have to worry about Cass.
Past. You're the magic in my life, Victoria. You'll always be.
Cass. God.
It went badly with Christy?
She looked me right in the face and lied about what happened in New York. Oh, boy, Cass, you were right. She's good at it.
Oh, I'm aware of that. Oh, baby, this must be so horrible
Oh,
for
it
you.
is just awful. It's awful to doubt my friend. But you're right. The doubts just keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. What about you? Did you find anything?
Yes, I did. Do you remember the letter that Douglas wrote to Christy to be read after he died?
Yes, I'll never forget the look on her face as she read it. Oh, Cass, you didn't take it.
No. Relax. I copied it and put the original back. Now I know why she stopped reading it halfway through. Listen to this. I want you to find a man who will love you. A man who will understand you and take care of you. But it has to be the right man, Christy. You must understand why I could never approve of what you wanted to do. Douglas and Christy had a fight the day he died, right?
Yes, she's admitted that.
And he was terribly upset when he called here. He wanted desperately to speak to you.
I remember. That's why I went running over there.
I think the fight must have been about this man he mentions. Douglas wanted her to give him up.
And she refused.
Frankie, I am that man. There is so much that adds up. The time that I saved her at the casino boat when she'd gone too far with her gambling.
Of course she would be grateful to you, Cass.
Yeah, but I never told you the details.
Please don't. I'm taking in as much as I can.
The tango lessons that we took together? The way she looked at me when I was holding her?
She told me all about that. I sent her as my stand-in for crying
Over
out
the
loud.
things she said to me, the ways that she looked at me. God, it should have been obvious to both of us all along that she'd been falling for
If
me.
this is true, why didn't I see it, Cass? Why didn't I feel it?
For the same reason that I didn't. Don't you understand? We were thinking that this was an extension of her friendship with you. After all, you and Douglas were close, too.
And that's what's bothering me. None of this makes sense in terms of Douglas.
What do you mean?
He was a planner, Cass. He wanted to make sure that she was going to be all right.
That's why he wrote this letter.
Which proves that he was worried about her, so why would he end his life prematurely?
He was crazy about her. He wanted to make sure she'd be happy.
And even though he was against extraordinary means, I think that he would have wanted to hang on. Cass, this letter proves that Douglas didn't commit suicide.
I agree.
Are you asking me to believe that my best friend murdered her husband and set me up for it in order to have you?
Surprise. Happy birthday.
You look great. This is supposed to be Dean.
Yeah, I don't know. What do you think? Pretty cool?
Pretty stupid.
Pretty stupid? What is that supposed to mean?
What's the problem? I think he looks terrific.
But you're not his manager, are you, Jenna?
Well, no, but
Wait, Lauren, if you don't like it, you could just
The issue is
say
not
it.
whether or not I like it.
Oh, I thought we had a common goal here. I thought it was a new image, make it back
That's
to the
right,
top.
that's right. The operative word being we.
Wait, I'm doing my part.
You just walked in here without a moment's notice, totally redone, without
Yeah.
even as much as an if you please.
I have equal say with what I do with myself, don't I? I mean, that was part of the... I have
requires
equal
some
say with what I...
communication, all right? Now, have you
What?
forgot this concept? Is this so fatherless?
Do I have nothing to say
Hey,
about
cool
myself?
off,
huh?
Come on,
Me, cool off. Listen to her. She can't shut her mouth.
remember the little trip that I talked to you about? Just doing the girl thing together? Well, Matt Corey has offered us the Corey cabin for a couple of days. What do you think?
I think it's great. Yes, I'll call Franco. I'll have him put together some baskets of comfort food and movies. And
Okay.
How does that sound?
I can't wait.
No, I can't either. Listen, would you excuse me just for a second? I want to talk to someone about something, okay? I'll be right back.
Listen, I didn't want to put you on the spot or anything, but you're more than welcome to join us if you want.
No, thanks. But I have arrangements, I have dates to do, I have things, and besides, I don't think I'm very good at this family thing.
Oh, I think you are. Listen, Lorna, I'm a little worried about Mom. She seems to be worse somehow.
Well, that's because, Jenna, she's talking out of the bottom of a bottle.
Okay, fine, maybe. But I really believe that if we just give her some support, she's not going to need to drink.
Kevin,
Alicia, please. This is not the place or the time.
I'm telling you something. If you prosecute Frankie Frame, it will be the end of your career. Do you understand that? You can mark my words by it.
She's drunk.
I know. I'm so sorry to hear about you and Sam. I can only imagine how you must feel.
I think that's probably why I overreacted when Ellie locked herself in the bathroom. I just couldn't take one more thing.
Hey, honey, are you okay?
And yet another princess saved by you-know-who.
Please.
What?
Allie, how about some milk and cookies? Does that sound good to you?
Yeah.
I think we should offer your mother a ride home.
I think you're right.
I'll see you again, maybe. Hi. Well, have you liked your birthday party?
It was great. Listen, we're leaving now. You want to ride home? It's right on the way.
Oh, well, that's very sweet of you, but no. In fact, I have to stay here. I have a meeting with a man about the franchise deal for Tops.
Do you have your car?
Yes, I do. And a driver, imagine.
Are you sure?
Yeah, sure, I'll be fine. I think probably today was a new beginning for us, don't you?
Sure.
I know your father's probably up there right now bragging about his two beautiful daughters.
Well, I'll see you.
Yeah, I'll call. We'll have dinner maybe after I get back from my camping trip with Jenna.
Okay.
Okay. I need a vodka on the rocks, please.